are, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Thejocelynnatasha, and this video is all about doing the perfect gel manicure on your own nails. So before we actually get into the video, I do want to announce the giveaway winner from the last video, which was nail prep. So the perfect prep to your perfect gel manicure. So the giveaway winner is Ariella Hutchins 2093. So I will be reaching out to you via the email that you have on your page to get your mailing information so that I can have that sent out this week. So thank you for watching and thank you for entering the giveaway. There will be plenty more giveaways to come, so make sure that you're watching videos in its entirety and make sure that you follow all the instructions and you could be a winner too. So now let's get into the perfect gel manicure. These are the nails that we're starting with. Let's do them. All right, so here is a closer look at the nails that we're going to be starting with today. This is what we're using, the hydrator. This will help dry the nail out. Also our nail primer. And then the next thing that we're going to make sure that we use is our go-to. This is our base coat. And then this is the nail polish that we're actually going to be using. And of course, after we polish our nails, we'll need a top coat. And of course, I cannot forget about the UV lamp that we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and just start to remove any of the excess oils that might be on our nail beds that we carry around with us just on the regular day-to-day. So I'm just using a alcohol wipes to do that. And I'll just take a couple seconds and remove the oils from my nails. Now that all of the natural oils are removed from our nail beds, it's time to get to dehydrating. So that's what this is. You don't need a lot of product when you are using a dehydrator, just a very light applied to every nail. You want to make sure that you have enough on there, but still a really thin layer. That's another thing that I want to point out when you are doing your nails, that you apply product in very thin layers, because you don't want to put too much product on the nail and then it's hard to actually work with, or it doesn't dry properly. So a thin layer works just fine. The next is our primer. So after the dehydrator, we're just going to go ahead and put the primer on. The primer does leave like a little bit of a shine, so you'll see that once we're done applying that. It's very light, very subtle, but there is a little bit of a shine there. Alright, now that we've let our dehydrator and our primer both dry, it's time to apply our base coat. So one thing that I want to point out when applying your base coat, once again, is that we're using a really thin layer, but also that the product is not touching your cuticle. So you want to get as far down on the nail as possible without touching the cuticle. This is literally just to support the gel polish. So I don't know if you can see that clearly, but I'm going as close as I can without touching the cuticle. I am also making sure that I get the entire nail. So sometimes that may mean like rolling your nail over some, depending on how your nail is shaped, but you want to make sure that you are getting the full circumference of the nail but not going too far down. Also, I want to point out that the last two applications that we put on before the base coat, which was the dehydrator and then also the primer, those are all things that just air dry after you apply them, including your base coat. gel polish now. Remember I said that we want to use very thin layers, so we'll be applying 2 layers of our gel polish, and then we'll cure each layer under the UV light for about 60 seconds. Sometimes I'll do it twice, or maybe I'll do 90 seconds, depending on how I feel about the nail being dry enough for my liking. This is only preference, but 60 seconds really should be enough, but it's totally up to you. As you guys can see, I am like a neutral girl, so I like my neutral colors. So this is just kind of like a base pink. A lot of the times people will use this for if they're getting a French manicure, and then they'll use this as like the base color or something like that. But I love this color on my nails. I have like a little bit of a darker pink one too that's really pretty, but once I apply the second coat of this, it'll get more of its color. But remember, thin layers, full strokes. You want to make sure that you're covering the entire nail, and you don't want to start off with too much product, because then sometimes it can be kind of hard to manipulate or move around the nail. So just be careful when doing that process. And then you can see right here, I'm just using my lamp, and I'll cure the nail for the next 60 seconds. And remember, whatever you do to one hand, you do to the next. I think that goes without saying, but just throwing that out there. Alright, now it's time for our top coat. And now that that has cured for 60 seconds as well, we have our perfect gel manicure, ladies. You did it. Like I said before, this is super easy. If you follow these steps, you will be well on your way to doing your own gel manicures like a pro. Remember, all these steps can be modified to your liking or whatever it is that you see fit while you're doing your nails. The last step in this process is going to be applying our cuticle oil. Just want to make sure that you apply that oil to all of your nails, because we have dried them out enough. So we want to make sure that we add that moisture back into our nails, because we want them to be healthy. And ladies, you did it.